Hi, my monkeys. I miss you so much. I have a book that I want to read to you because you're not here and I'm here all alone with no kids. So I want to read this book to you and it will be like I'm with you. Okay? I miss you so much and we'll be back soon together. This book is called Curious George and the Puppies. It's by Margaret and H.A. Rees. This is George. George was a good little monkey and always very curious. One day, George went for a walk with his friend, the man with the yellow hat. When they sat down to rest, they noticed a tiny kitten peeking out from under a bush. The kitten looked frightened. "Perhaps she is lost," said the man with the yellow hat. Together, he and George searched the park for the little kitten's owner, but the kitten was all alone. "This kitten's too young to be on her own," the man said. "We should take her to the animal shelter where they could care for her and find her a home." So George and the kitten and the man with the yellow hat drove to the animal shelter. The director of the shelter was glad to see them. "It was good for you to bring the kitten here," he said. "We will be happy to take care of her." George gave the kitten to the director. Then he had the man with the yellow hat walk inside. "Come in," the director said. "But watch where you step. We have a large litter of puppies, and one has gotten out of his cage." Do you know what a litter is? It means when there's a lot of them. "We're still looking for him, so please be careful." She closed the door quickly behind them. George had never been to an animal shelter before. Animals of all kinds were being cared for here. George saw bunnies and cats and turtles and guinea pigs. He's never ever seen a snake before. Wow, look at that snake. Lots of animals, right? Look at that. Have any of you ever been to an animal shelter? But he didn't see any puppies. "George, I need you to sign some papers," said the man with the yellow hat. "Please stay here and don't be too curious." You know George is always curious. Just as the man with the yellow hat left the room, George heard barking. Maybe it was the puppies. Oh my goodness. But where was it coming from? George was so curious, he followed the barking noise. Do you think you would follow the barking noise? Or would you stay where the man with the yellow hat said to stay? Well, he followed it and he found a room filled with dogs. There were yellow dogs and spotted dogs and black dogs and fluffy dogs. There were quite quiet dogs and yappy dogs and even a dog without a tail. But where were the puppies? Where were they? Oh my goodness. Then George saw a little wagging tail. Then another and then another. Once George saw the puppies, he could not take his eyes off of them. He had to pet one. Here was a puppy. That was the puppy George liked. George wanted to hold the puppy. Slowly, he opened the door. But before George could even reach the puppy, the mother dog pushed the door open and was off like a shot. George tried to close the door after her, but the puppies were too fast. There was nothing George can do. All the puppies were getting lost now. Oh my goodness, look what's happening. Oh boy, puppies were everywhere. Puppies hid under the desk. Puppies barked as bunnies. One puppy played with a telephone cord and another climbed on top of the cage to watch the others get into mischief. Soon all the dogs were barking, the cats were meowing, and the bunnies wrestled onto the corner of the cage. Oh my goodness, look at the mess. What did George do? Oh no, cried the director as she and the man with the yellow hat rushed into the room. Now all the puppies are out. Oh no. The man with the yellow hat helped the director gather up all the puppies and put them safely back into their cage. Soon all the animals settled down and they were quiet. Except for one, who was still barking. It was the mother dog. What was she barking at? There was nothing here but a door. What do you think's behind that door? Do you think a puppy's behind that door? Do you think that they got all the puppies? He opened the door. There must be something. Something must be behind that door. Oh my goodness, look at that. It was a puppy. It was the missing puppy. Everybody was so happy to finally find that puppy. The director scooped him up and said, George, you certainly caused a ruckus. But if you hadn't, we would have never have found that puppy. Oh my goodness. Then she gave the puppies and their mother a snack. These puppies are now big enough to go live with families. Will you take care of one of them? Do you want to take one of those puppies home, George? What do you think he said? I bet you would like to take one of these puppies home. And George did. He had his very own dog now. Do any of you have a pet at home? I am so happy I got to read to you today. I hope you liked the story, and I will see you very soon. Hang in there. Bye-bye.